Hey guys, Lou here from l.ts Custom Woodworks. Welcome to the shop. Today, another dollar. Today we're working on this bathroom vanity for a customer. She wants some changes done to it, so I'm going to get started on the sides. I'm going to start sanding down the sides. This is going to be painted white. So I'm going to start sanding the sides down, and we're going to go from there. All I'm doing is just sanding down all the clear coat, just so the primer has a better bond. So all clear coat gets sanded on the cabinet and all the fronts. Here I'm adding an extension 4.5 inches to the bottom of both sides. The customer wants the cabinet to be higher. Once I got these in place on both sides, I'm going to add some supports on the front and back. I also sanded down the sides where it joins just to make sure everything's nice and even there. Once I had that all done, I went to the doors, the drawer fronts. I had to make a new kick panel, and the top panel as well. I sanded down all the clear coat and got it all ready for prime coat. I'm adding contact cement on both surfaces. I'm applying 2 coats on the panel itself and then 2 coats on the veneer. Now I'm taking my time and being very, very generous with this. I'm waiting about 10 to 15 minutes before I apply a second coat. That way I get a good bond. I'm using some spacers. That way when I put the veneer on top, it's not going to stick to the glue. I have a little bit of wiggle room to position it in place. I find that this is the easiest way, especially if there's a pattern on the veneer itself. You want to make sure that it's nice and straight. Once I get it where I want it to be, I'll take each spacer out one by one and slowly pushing it down with my hands to try to get as much air pockets out as possible. And I'll keep doing this until I get to the very bottom. Now this panel is cut a little bit bigger. That way I can take a trim router and clean it up all the way around. From here I'm going to use a scrap piece of wood. Now I did sand the corners, I rounded them off. That way it doesn't gouge into the panel. And I'm using that to squeeze out any air pockets and to really get a good bond between the two glues. I'm going to take a flush trim bit, and I'm just going to take my time and go all the way around the whole panel. And that, it cuts it nice and flush all the way around. I'm applying 2 coats of primer and 3 coats of paint. This is an Omega Coatings product. And this primer I'm using is a vinyl primer. I will be applying a coat within 10 minutes, and I will be sanding in between coats. I'm going very thin with my coats. That's why I'm using 3 coats of paint instead of 2. And 2 coats of primer is plenty. Now that everything is dry, I put 3 coats on. I am going to now take off all the plastic and everything, assemble everything together, put the doors back on, the drawers in, and the customer can come and pick it up. And there she is, all done. The kick plate is a little high. It should be anywhere from 3.5 to 4 inches in height. This is actually 9.5 in total. The customer came down. I showed it to them before I went any further with it, and they were adamant they wanted it like that. So there it is. Handles, they're going to put their handles on. And countertop, I guess, is being dropped in next week. They have a quartz countertop going on it. Here I thought the customer was a little bit off on that kick plate, but it doesn't look bad at all. Other than that, this is all done. That pretty much wraps it up for this video. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.